was neat. I actually like the logo. It's almost like a, I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's almost kind of like a huge mountain range in the shape of an M, right? Like for the, was it? Majerus? I don't know. Majerus Dutz? I don't know how to, I'm not sure exactly how to say that, but really cool truck. I love the swoopy, groovy curves it has, you know. This era was awesome. And this thing is just heavy duty. I mean, look at it. This is why this show was going to be fascinating, because of stuff like this. I knew it. Yeah, this is going to be my best of show. You know it. Come on. If you don't know already, I'm a humongous, huge fanboy of the Unimog. Wish we had more of these in the U.S. They're ultra, ultra rare here.
Oh, wait. This is a Mercedes Unimog, guys. Check this out.
Oh, man.
Good Mercedes Unimog being used by the fire department.
And a fire department Unimog at that.
The Mercedes Unimog is a common practice for most fire departments. Normally, every fire department here in Belgium would have at least one Unimog. Now, the purpose of the Unimog would be for forest purpose or farms. Or basically incidents that involve going off terrain traditionally. Right. Although I noticed that the railway service in Belgium, they use Unimogs as well, but that's different purpose.
Yeah, I have seen videos of these on the railway before, which is super cool. And then, of course, I've seen, probably a year ago or more, I have a video taking a look at some old videos. Some sort of like, I don't know if they were documentary or some sort of promo or training video, but it was from, I believe, the 70s, and it was, I think they were in Austria, in the mountains and the forests with some Unimogs, and it was just really, really cool to see. These things are beasts. You've heard me just fawn over these multiple times now. Seeing them in fire department trim is really cool because, of course, all the equipment, the red and gold and black, I mean, the color scheme just looks amazing on this thing. What a beast of a truck.
Right there. Guys, so this is a 1975 Mercedes Unimog. It's amazing. It smells like the 70s in here. What?
Look at all those levers. Whoa, talk about confusing, right? If you've never driven one of these, as much as I love these, I would probably look like a total kid in here trying to drive it. I would look like a goofball because, yeah, I'd say there's a little bit of a learning curve.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Look at this.
Look at that
now
mess.
That is a lot of controls.
Jeez,
it's like
dude.
An airplane cockpit in here. Well, actually, airplanes don't have this. It's more like a tractor. Now, it's funny I say tractor because
it is like a tractor.
Started off as a tractor.
Yeah.
But then it was more of a tractor for that would be used most often on roads or everything. It would not be used for harvesting crops or anything.
That's what I'm saying. The Unimog is almost its own thing. It's, what type of vehicle is it, right? Is it a tractor? Is it a truck? Is it a bird? Is it a plane, right? No, it's an Unimog. They're just kind of in a league of their own, and it's basically bringing the best of a tractor and the best of a truck and fusing them together. It's kind of like this weird, tough hybrid.
You know those tractors
really
that pull
cool.
trade purposes? But listen to the sound of the door. Guys, check this out.
Yeah.
The most Mercedes sound ever. I love those metallic door sounds of.
That is a door sound right there. You could just feel the weight of that thing, and it freaking just closes. You know that thing is closed.
Classic Mercedes truck.
Not all plasticky and tinny and flimsy like a lot of, at least cars today. Yeah, love it.
There is a Volvo Laplander, guys.
Ooh.
This is a unique model by Volvo. It was, I think, one of their only trucks that could go off-roading. It's quite interesting. I've gone about it.
It's very compact. This thing would actually be probably very good in some tight trails, over some logs, through some.
I think this was like
small, bodies of water, through some ruts, right? Muddy terrain.
For the Unimog. But the difference between the Unimog and the Volvo Laplander, I think this is the Laplander. I'm not very sure, guys. But
yeah, weigh in the comments if you would.
The Unimog and the Laplander is that the Unimog has bigger wheels.
Yeah.
So and something about the Unimog seems a bit bigger. So I'm assuming directly that its problem would be steering radius, which equally means maneuverability. whereas the Laplander looks a bit smaller. I think
Right.
the today version of the Volvo Laplander would be something like an Iveco Daily off-roader or Mercedes Sprinter with the off-road kit to it. Oh, this is a DeSoto truck, guys.
DeSoto.
Looks interesting. Looks really cool. Now,
DeSoto, the brand under Mopar, the American brand. I don't know. I know a little bit about DeSoto because I've always been a Mopar, the Chrysler fan, right? But geez, I don't really know much about DeSoto trucks. I'm just gonna assume that's the same brand that I'm thinking of, or it could be a totally different brand that just has the same name. I don't know, but I gotta say, it actually looks pretty cool, and I could be wrong, right? I could be totally wrong, but I feel like this kind of does look American. So I feel like this is part of the Chrysler, the Mopar group of the 50s, early 60s DeSoto. But if anyone knows, correct me if I'm wrong. And skipping ahead again, just a reminder, remember, we are skipping around this, so there's a lot of this video you won't see here. Make sure to click that link down there and watch that whole original video so you can see all of it. There's a lot of interesting content in here. Moving on with this.
What are you doing here?
This looks like a USA vehicle to me, looking at the OD green. Oh, it says USA right there. That's cool to see. I would not expect to see that at a Belgium or a Belgian classic car show. Pretty cool.
This is a fire department meeting. No, it's cool. It's so amazing seeing this thing right here.
Yeah.
What?
Thing's a beast as well.
Oh, it's a 6x6.
Nice.
Oh, that is awesome.
And it's a Dodge. Hell yeah. Very
and look
cool.
what we have over here. Staff vehicles. Well, I think this was supposed to be the ambulance.
This is
for the fire
cool.
department.
This is an old VW. This has got to be what, like a early 80s, maybe? It's my guess.
Now, somewhere in the Flanders, I actually saw a junkyard, and there was one of these there. It was very interesting, guys. It's very cool. Sweet 80s. Volkswagen of the 80s, guys.
80s were just a fun era for cars, I feel like. Such a wacky era.
And then this is a Mercedes.
Dude, look at this thing. Look at the body shape of this Mercedes. What on earth?
ambulance. Now,
It's an ambulance. Okay, I didn't know if it was a hearse or if it was...
know Mercedes
okay.
still. Well, I know
It's an
they still
ambulance.
build ambulance versions of this, which is based on the E-Class, Mercedes E-Class.
I like this.
What is a gendarmerie?
Whoa, do we have a Citroen? No way. What?
Vehicle doing here? It's so cool seeing it. It's a Citroen
Dude.
AX, but it's pretty small. It's amazing, cute.
That is freaking awesome. What was this
And then you
used
have
for?
a Ford Mondeo, early generation.
Whoa, fun fact. Fun fact. Look at that front end. I recognize that. You know why? That was my first car. We had these in the U.S., and they were called Ford Contours. They also had a sister car from another brand of Ford called the Mercury Mystique. Mercury Mystique Ford Contour. Same exact car as the European Ford Mondeo, I think he said, right? And I did know that only because I did have that car, and at the time, I remember looking online and stuff, you know, being excited when you're 15, 16, getting your first car, and looking at research on it. And it would pull up little articles or pictures of Ford Mondeos. And, of course, it looked exactly like my car. And that's how I found out, oh, okay, connect the dots. You know, that Ford Contour sold here was really a European car that was rebadged and sent over here or whatever as the Ford, you know, under the different nameplate. Interesting car, handled really good, very balanced. It was a fun little car, not terribly fast, although there was a cool version that I did not have called the SVT Contour, and I'm assuming there was a sport version like that in Europe. I don't know what it would have been called, but yeah, those look really fun. I've heard those are actually pretty cool. But yeah, seeing one in wagon trim is awesome. We definitely did not have that. And seeing one as an emergency vehicle is extra funny because we didn't use them for that
Ford
either.
Mondeo. And now right here we have a Land Rover Defender Minerva.
Whoa.
Now, listen very carefully what I'm about to tell you all. This is a Land Rover Defender, but it was built here in Belgium
What?
under a company called Minerva, and therefore it was badged as a Minerva. We call it
wow.
Minerva, okay? It was very popular amongst law enforcement and the military here in Belgium.
You learn something new
And
every day.
So, yeah, that's
Very cool.
so basically, it's British Belgian. Over here, good old Volvo
Look at that
being used by the
Volvo.
police, guys. I think it's all the way from Sweden.
Volvo,
judging by
so
the
fascinating, man.
way they've written police.
Look at that.
Over here, there's a Citroen.
Interesting to see what you see in America still, seeing the Oreo paint scheme, as we call it, where you have black and white panels alternating, usually